Any room? 5 or...
No changes. Hit me,
station?
I can't work with idiots.
Transport.
Take me.
Time. Ready.
How many?
Good sir. Do you need a boat?
These boggy holes must be clay pits. A cave entrance.
$5,000 ewes in 3 months? My ass. Impossible. Even with
My love stayed behind in Vizima with the children.
schedules.
I long for the end of tilling season.
Speak.
The ferryman paid me for the herbs.
About time.
Here's your share.
Real pleasure doing business, Witcher.
Likewise, Yaren.
Speak.
Are you responsible for
No, we scare off woodpeckers. Of course
work for yourselves or someone else?
we're independent, though we secure orders from merchants like Luvarden. We get weeks of work and a decent return.
You the chief lumberjack?
Yes. Without me, these lazy lads wouldn't know when to piss. Him with a moustache. No matter what I do, he still pisses in his boots.
I see you keep a tight rein.
With danger around, you need discipline. I rule
Get along with the locals?
nothing but a bunch of deviants. The brickmakers babble about their lords and the underwater world, and the druids don't like the trees being felled.
Godspeed.
Yes.
I have Vivaldi's response.
He sends words, not gold. I suspected as much.
So my effort was in vain?
Quite the contrary, Witcher. Vivaldi either will not or cannot help us. Crucial information regardless. Did he say why he refused?
Vivaldi's gone bankrupt.
Interesting. The bank functions, yet Vivaldi is bankrupt. Thank you, Geralt. I have an idea. Yes.
What are you?
None of you
An up?
correct.
I hope.
No, it.
Farewell.
He sent
So my effort,
quite the...
I suppose.
Vivaldi's an intelligent player. Do you really think he believes that possible? Imagine the Temerian gentry and King fall to...
What do you mean?
Some of our great... Have you seen Fenno...
Your blood.
Show me. You do know Fenowed. I thought wrongly about you.
Don't apologize. Think. Not all humans are mindless barbarians. Thera and Obelisk merged. The old spells still work.
Good, sir. What do you...
Take me to the...
Time is... Ready?
I wouldn't have...
What can I get her? I'm sleepy.
You bring trouble.
I should try that.
Have you heard?
Yeah?
Farewell.
I'm so clever. Care for this rash soon.
Geralt,
What is it?
some people died at the hospital. Were you involved? Explain yourself.
I wanted to question a prisoner, one of your patients, but thugs interrupted us. It was their bodies the guard discovered later.
I'll tell you what I overheard. The prisoner will be transported to a safe location.
Thanks, Shani, for understanding.
Just watching out for you.
Here's the Celandine.
Excellent. I'm really grateful.
I'd prefer a monster anatomy lesson.
I dissected a drowned dead once.
We'll all die.
Quick,
I need to...
can it wait?
Well,
Visit me at home.
See ya.
You'll be fine. I'm so tired. Goodness.
Nothing personal against witches.
Like the look of me.
Pike can be good too.
Don't frighten the fish.
You're doing most of the talking.
They're accustomed to me. Besides, you speak of pike.
Good luck.
Army life's tough. No bigger drunk than a raftsman in his hollowed out trunk. Who wishes to cross?
Interesting. I always end up depending on myself.
Take me.
Time's... Ready?
How many?
What is...
I'm here.
Finally.
I do.
Wonderful. The title of Royal Jägermeister will be mine.
Farewell.
Good, sir. Do you need a boat? A new customer. Come aboard.
Take me.
Time. Ready to go?
I wouldn't.
I'll kill you! Die, shit-eater!
dogs.
The scourge of the lords, this raid.
Die, shit-eater! I'll kill you!
Thanks, Geralt. You saved my life. The bastards snuck in here. Somehow they found out I'm after them.
Who? What happened?
Salamandra. I was a step away from solving the mystery. One small step.
Relax, Raymond. You're safe now.
Not likely. They're following me day and night. I gotta find a way to lose them.
What do we do?
I'll set a false trail. You question the new suspects.
Who?
Here, take these notes. They list all the key leads.
What do you intend to do?
They're on my heels, so I've got to disappear. I'll draw them away while you pursue the investigation. I'll find you, White Wolf.
The neighbor's laundry is getting fixed.
Yeah?
I suspect you know about Salamandra.
I know nothing.
We'll see.
Can I return to my business?
We need to talk about your dealings with Salamandra. I know you belong to a secret society.
Witcher, you're mistaking reflected stars for the night sky.
I've heard that before.
Never mind. It has nothing to do with Salamandra.
We'll see about that.
Farewell.
You paid to have the professor released.
Why would I bother with a criminal?
Why not?
Would I do it so clumsily as to implicate myself?
I don't believe you. I don't have any definitive proof, so I'll let it lie, for now.
Wise choice. Yeah?
We need to talk. I know you belong.
Which?
I've heard.
Never mind.
I guess that. You paid to have. Why not?
Would
I suppose. I don't have any
wise? Whoosh! Not enough pay for this.
Mr. Marlowe sent me.
What's happening?
Raymond said he has some new information. Come to his house as soon as you can.
Thanks for the message.
I'm not playing that. How strange.
Welcome, you won't believe what happened.
Tell me,
Not so fast. Remember, I have expenses.
how much do I owe you?
200 orens.
This investigation?
I'm not the Prophet Lebiota. I can't live on roots and berries. Neither can my informers.
For 200 orens I could get.
The costs are what they are.
Really?
Yes?
See you later.
Beware if you intend to stay. Fanatics hunt non-humans at night.
Nits.
Will you sell?
Zoltan praised you. What?
Show me your way.
Mr.
Heavens!
Yes?
This
I'm not
All right.
down to business. They transferred the prisoner after the attack.
Not good.
Especially since we won't get anything else out of him. He died last night.
How did that happen?
Well, he wasn't in great shape, so I guess it's no surprise, but I have a feeling.
Someone helped him along?
Exactly. Shawnee's a good friend of yours, right? Ask her to do an autopsy, once we know the cause of death.
Wait a minute. Are you spying on me?
That's my job.
See you later.
You'll be fine. I promise.
I need you to help me with an autopsy.
What? That's illegal.
It's necessary.
Visit me at night. We'll talk.
See ya.
So,
I'll find you later.
What should I say?
I won't have to water my garden. I daren't buy fish. Who knows how the place
damn it
spreads?
all. I'd rather be in port.
What?
I'll get some.
Come off it.
What's that?
Crime rises and the city guards just stare at the skies.
Yep.
Know anything about...
Now it's only Vivaldi's by name.
How so?
New owners.
That explains.
Really?
Farewell.
We'll talk later.
Hasn't rained hard in a while.
basically could drown for all I care.
Come off it.
I don't...
I'm here to see Shawnee.
Get out!
But
Welcome.
I need...
Get out!
But entertaining?
It's my birthday. What have you brought? I was admiring those lovely golden gloves.
But
Where are you?
I'm here.
Sits in her room entertain. Poor kitten, her mother. Will you? Abs.
Shawnee. I need your help with an autopsy.
An autopsy? Since when do you deal with stuff like that?
Since I started investigating Salamandra.
Okay, though, I'm no coroner. You'll have to interpret our findings. We'll meet in the evening. Until then, gather as many clues as possible.
I'll sniff around.
Get the body from the gravedigger. We'll meet at the hospital in the evening.
How do I find information to help the autopsy?
Ask Vincent Mice, but also look for books on anatomy and pathology.
Farewell.
What do you want? What do you want?
Wise dwarf.
I only see...
Farewell.
Storms come in.
won't have to water my garden.
Plant lice.
Time to pray.
What can I get her?
Eternal fire, fill my heart.
Ashes to ashes.
The town cemetery. The dead and undead await behind that gate. Plenty of work for a witcher.
What'll it be? Pine or oak, perhaps? An entire crypt? Let's see.
I don't need a coffin. I don't intend to die anytime soon.
Makes sense. Maybe we can do business.
What business?
A partnership. With those swords, you doubtless lop off a few heads occasionally. When you dispatch another soul, let me know, and you'll earn a share from the coffin.
Stop fooling.
What do you need?
I'm here about the notice.
Yes?
I understand you need sick.
I want you to call...
A prisoner died recently. Is he in the cemetery already?
Don't know. You can have another body. They all reek the same.
I'm after a specific corpse.
Particular. Come back when you know what you want. Examining remains is an art. Always worthwhile to look deeper. But who does that
You seem to know a lot about the deaths in the city. Ever help with investigations?
Sometimes I inform Raymond about the more interesting dead men.
Maybe you can tell me too.
No.
I see.
What do you need?
Could you hand over the prisoner's body for an autopsy?
For a bottle of dwarven liquor. Kidding? What do you... Nothing like a good drink.
About the prisoner.
Where you want the body dumped?
At the hospital.
It'll be there by evening.
Farewell.
Siegfried spoke of you. Sir.
Can I have a look?
Forgive me, sir. We sell only to the order.
Farewell.
I'm dying. I know it.
Eternal fire, fill my heart.
Curses!
Have you come to pray to the Great Mother?
I'm not very religious.
Melitele loves even those who go astray.
That's kind of her.
How can I help?
I seek something and found a clue I can't understand.
It is well you came. The goddess is infinitely wise.
The clue says... Well, read it yourself.
3 faces. That's Melitele. Behold the statue with the goddess's 3 faces.
And the sacrifice?
Only nature's harvest. Fruit, plants, flowers. Melitele dislikes killing done in her name. You'll be fine. I promise. A medic I know says stitch red to red, white to white. Everything will be right.
Tell me more about...
Melitele is mother of all living things.
Why does the statue represent 3 figures?
The goddess has 3 faces, symbolizing her different aspects.
What are those?
A young, carefree girl, a mature, pregnant...
I see.
How can I help?
Farewell.
Some kind of curse.
Great Melitele, look favourably upon our patience and suffering. You'll be fine, I promise.
Corruption abounds. Where have law and justice gone? What can I get her?
Look lively.
Where will they bury me?
Society made me what around that corner. Something moved. Let me have a sniff. Don't overdo it. What you? Those that don't get smacked.
I want to sell a
Dinner apiece.
deal. Any room?
5 ordered.
Like a lass. I'm here to please someone.
We'll all die.
Ready for the autopsy?
Let's get started.
We'll all die.
Race, human. Gender, male. Wounds, extensive.
Shani, this isn't a lecture hall.
Whatever you say. He died yesterday, torn to pieces.
A werewolf?
The moon's shining. Wouldn't he turn into a lycanthrope?
I guess.
Geralt, no need to test me. I'm a professional.
Could a human have inflicted these wounds?
Only with a 2-foot jaw.
The bone marrow has been sucked out. Must be scavengers.
Very likely. Plenty around the cemetery.
So, he was torn to pieces after he died. I'm interested in the cause of death.
I also see some stab wounds. A blade 2 fingers wide.
What do you think it means?
Nothing.
External signs aren't everything. His neck muscles and palms look tense. How do you know when he died?
Normally I base it on muscle stiffness and dehydration, but rigor mortis is persisting for too long.
They say successful autopsies are based on curiosity. Should we look?
Let's check his internal organs. The symptoms are peculiar, and the cause of death, too.
Those wounds are too obvious. I suspect something more. Poison?
If so, a rare sort. Perhaps an alchemist's brew.
Kalkstein?
Ah! Liver's completely cirrhotic. It was obviously a potent poison. This stinks of alchemy.
Any way to confirm that?
Yes, alchemists' poisons usually cause certain characteristic changes.
Then let's check for those.
Look, the tongue was crudely extracted, but not all the blackened tissue was removed.
Blackened?
Yes, the poison caused necrosis of the tongue, so the murderer removed it.
So we're certain a gifted alchemist is the murderer.
A gifted alchemist who's a crappy surgeon.
Kalkstein. He wanted to implicate the bandits, but he failed to foresee a professional autopsy. Thanks, Shani. That's the evidence I needed.
Good. I'm exhausted. Ugh. I need to bathe. See you, Geralt.
We'll all die.
That makes no sense. Yes?
I have the autopsy results.
And?
I'm certain it was Kalkstein.
How do you know?
The liver was cirrhotic. The stab wounds were just a clumsy attempt to hide the real reason.
So, poison after all. But how can you be sure it was Kalkstein?
Changes in the eyeballs, typical of alchemical poisons.
I see you did your homework.
I sure did.
Come back later. I need to analyze this information.
Good one.
Looks like I have to deal with these idiots.
Are you...
Who lives here?
Don't answer a question with a question.
Let me rephrase.
Some nerve. This is Ramsmeat's house, and he never spoke of a visiting mutant, so scram. Looking... All right, go in.
What do you...
Want the truth about Salamandra?
I'm listening.
Someone wanted me to believe you led Salamandra.
And I thought Salamandra sent you.
That's interesting.
They really liked me out of the saddle. They tried to poison me and sent several masked assholes out to assassinate me. But that's all too little for Uncle Ramsmeat. I thought you were their next attempt.
I know you're fighting Salamandra. I'm hunting them too.
Javed wants to take over my business. He decided to start with the girls. Know why? Though he left Zarakini long ago and trained to be a mage, deep inside, he's remained a fucked up wild man. Now you get it?
Not really.
He's driven by instinct, thinks with that Zarakanian cock of his, and he's got some strange fetishes. Likes fire. My girls are scared shitless, and they don't scare that easily.
Thanks. That helped.
No problem.
See ya.
I'm dying. I know it.
Nice.
Any unusual?
Some clients like to play dice at the same time.
Maybe someday.
Nice to see you.
Many girls like you were...
Plenty.
No doubt.
Nice to see you.
I'll kill you!
I suspected you were working with Javed.
You think I lead Salamandra?
I'm certain. You don't fool me with your scholarly guise.
You're a fool, Geralt. You offended me, Witcher.
Hello.
Yes?
You need any help?
I'd like to ask a favor.
I'm listening.
Remember Dandelion? Well, we're trying to organize a gathering.
A gathering?
To reminisce, have a few drinks. However...
Lacking the drinks?
You guessed it, and I don't want to serve just anything.
What do you need?
Cherry vodka for Dandelion, rosé wine for me, and something for you.
I'll try. Shani.
I wanted to talk.
What is it?
Sometimes I dream about the Battle of Brenna, the massacre.
I'm sorry.
But that's it. I'm not sorry. I wake up refreshed and it's like I'm used to suffering. Does that make sense?
It does.
Thanks. Sometimes it's good to share.
Don't mention it.